Hi, I'm Freya Rose and thank you for coming to watch Freya's wonderful garden of flowers and weeds. Hi, thanks for checking out my video. Today I'm going to show you how to turn all the weird and wonderful flowers in your garden into a hand-tied bouquet. Now, if your garden is anything like mine, it will be a mixture of wonderful planted flowers, wild flowers, and probably a good few weeds. Now, a lot of people think that weeds should just be tugged out of the ground, but personally I think a lot of them are actually really beautiful. The bouquet I'm going to show you today has a big mixture of flowers in it. We've got some marigolds, some St. John's wort, some cosmos, some beautiful orange lanterns, a few leaves from one of the bushes in the garden. It doesn't really matter what leaf you use. In this one I chose to do quite a big leaf to bulk the bouquet out a bit, but really it's your choice. So yes, let's get started. One last note before we go and find these flowers is that in floristry you always want to use uneven numbers. So for example 3 or 5 tends to be a good number to use when making bouquets. So I'm going to show you where I found all of these beautiful flowers so that you can have an idea of the place to look in your garden. Over here we've got some beautiful nasturtiums, some really bright, vibrant colours. Got some lovely bright yellow ones over here, and some gorgeous orange ones. We've got some fantastic bright red ones, which are my personal favourite. For this bouquet I'm going to use some of these beautiful white cosmos flowers, with the yellow right in the centre. Got these beautiful red stinking lilies, as they're called. It's not a very pleasant name, but I assure you they don't stink. Right over here there's these beautiful bright red lanterns. When you've been around your garden and collected all the flowers that you want, first you need to divide them up in front of you, putting all the marigolds in one pile, all the nasturtiums in one pile, and so on and so forth. It doesn't matter if a few of them are a little bit worse for wear. It's part of the beauty of the wild flowers. Once you've divided up all of your flowers, you're going to need to choose your focal flower. Your focal flower is the most important flower, which goes right in the middle and is something for you to work around while you're making the rest of the bouquet. It's quite a good idea to use something with a strong stem because it means it'll be easier to start the spiral shape. I've chosen to use a big marigold. So basically what we're going to do next is take one from each of the piles and just slowly integrate them together. So I'm going to start off with a nice bit of St. John's wort. So basically you take this flower and you put it at an angle to your focal flower. Then take another and again feed it in at an angle. Then turn the bouquet in your hand, still keeping that spiralling shape. Feed in another. Turn the bouquet in your hands and take in another. As to where you should place the flowers, it's really your choice, but your best bet is, for instance, if you're using 3s, as I said earlier, it's important to use odd numbers in floristry. You can try and think about making a sort of triangle shape, so I've got these 2 here and therefore this one's probably going to come around here at some point. You don't want to put 2 of the same flower next to each other. Remember to keep that spiral shape. If it gets lost at some point and you end up with it too much like this, just take the flowers, twist round slightly, and you'll get them back. Make sure to integrate your foliage all the way around as well. With thymnids like nasturtiums, they often tend to droop slightly, so a good idea is to pick a flower which has a really strong stem to go next to it. If you do this, you can put it in front of the nasturtium and have the nasturtium twist around the stem so it doesn't fall out of the bouquet. So you can see that my tree cosmos are in a triangle. Love the colours of this time of year. End of the summer, this gorgeous reds, fiery sunlight. Very much boys. Someone's gliding over. Still intact here. It's building in size. It's a really relaxing thing to do. I've had a long week and if you've been studying or working at a desk all week, it's really nice to get out outside. You know, it doesn't take too long and also add something of beauty into your house. It's important to keep just bringing it out and looking at it. By doing that you can see where flowers are missing or where there's a certain colour which is too much on one side, not enough on the other. You can also give it a bit of a shake just like this, gently obviously so you don't damage the flowers, but just to separate the flowers out a bit. You can move them around a bit by hand. Obviously be careful with them, but they can stand a bit of moving. That's it. So I can see that there's not much colour around here, so I'm just going to move the bouquet around in my hands like this and pop a nice nasturtium in there. Careful to pop a leaf around it so that it doesn't fall out straight away. Also secure it in with a rocket flower from the end of the vegetable patch season. There we go. So obviously this one the ends are actually pretty much meeting up, but otherwise you can just cut all the ends to make sure they're the right shape. Find yourself a nice vase, fill it about sort of 1/3 full of water, slot your flowers in and then just arrange them. Should fall pretty much into place. There you go, all finished. That's how to make all of the flowers into your garden into a beautiful bouquet. So you could have this maybe on your desk while you're studying to remind you that you did take some time out and spend some time outside, because if you're anything like me, you take 10 minutes off and you go make a cup of tea and before you know it your break's completely over and you don't feel like you achieved anything, but this doesn't take too long and you can get some time outside and you have a wonderful reminder. Thank you very much for watching. A few notices, please, if you're picking flowers from your parents' garden, then do remember to ask them before picking all their flowers. Also, don't eat any of the flowers. Some of these flowers are edible, but I don't want to be responsible for anyone eating flowers which are poisonous. And yes, please check in next time. I'm sure I should have some more videos for you soon. Thanks for watching. Bye. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave a comment below.